How's it going, guys? It's your boy Stas here. Happy Saturday, and cheers, by the way. Got the double espresso on deck. Hope you're all having a great day so far, as we're about to break down 5 oversold stocks that I'm looking at in the market right now. And I figured, hey, I just put an order in for some bagels. I got me a good bacon, egg, and cheese down the street being put in right now. So I figured, hey, while that's being done, right, let me make this video, go over 5 stocks I'm looking to buy. I'm eyeing up for a trade right now. So let's do it. Let's do it, man. Cheers again. Got that double espresso. I don't even know what it's called, man. I have that espresso or Nespresso machine. We pop a pot in, hit the button, and you're good to go, right? I don't even know anymore. Anyway, guys, we got to go over these stocks, starting off with number 1. And by the way, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe if you find value here and want to keep up, with the videos, all that good stuff. I appreciate you all for doing that. Number 1 is Oracle. And before you guys are like, Stas, wait a second, isn't the AI trade over? Well, I don't necessarily think so. And Oracle, after that OpenAI deal, you guys remember a couple months ago, or like 2 months ago now, not too long ago, after that deal was announced, the stock went ballistic all the way to 343 or 345. Either way, it popped up a lot, right? And now we've given back all of the gains and some. Look, the stock was at 223 before this announcement. Before Oracle last reported earnings, reported their numbers. That was back on the 9th, 10th of September. And now we're at 198. We took out that low, that point from before the OpenAI news and their earnings, which were really good. So it's like at this point, it's getting insane. It's getting a little too beaten down. And we are heading into earnings, I believe, on the 8th of December. So I feel like we're getting a little too beaten up heading into these earnings. We're now down like 43% from the all-time high. I feel like this could get bought up heading into earnings, and if their numbers are strong, kind of like what we saw with NVIDIA, we might get a pop after earnings. And obviously, NVIDIA's back down, so it popped, but now it's back down. But ultimately, I think NVIDIA is going back to $200 once, the market stabilizes a little bit. And I think that applies here with Oracle. Once the market stabilizes, it realizes this AI trade's not over, which I don't think it's over. I've been saying that. Once the market realizes that, all right, Oracle is going to come back up, in my opinion. I don't know about right back to 350 like that. It might take some time, but I think this would be a nice little swing trade, right? Oversold swing trade. Even heading into the earnings, in my opinion. So the earnings are on the 8th of December. We still have like 2 weeks to go until that point. So keep that in mind. CrowdStrike's another one that I'm eyeing up right now into earnings. This one's down from 550 or 566, down to 490. So we're down about 13%. Not nearly as down as Oracle, obviously, but we are in correction territory on CrowdStrike, as their earnings are on the 2nd of December, right? After the bell for CrowdStrike. So, the chart looks pretty good. Very good, I would say. Little pullback here, right? We got a healthy pullback, much needed, after being in an uptrend it's still in an uptrend, but after hitting higher highs for months, right? So now we're getting a sizable pullback in CrowdStrike. And I just think it's a little overblown here, almost, arguably. Sure, it could come down a little more, maybe to 470-ish. We're at 490 now, but I think this could be a nice entry point. But again, with earnings, it's like, all right, what are these earnings going to look like? It comes down to that. But if you have a stomach to hold through earnings, maybe you want to buy, swing trade it for a couple of weeks, months, this could be opening up an opportunity here. And let's say it goes even lower after earnings, right? Even better, especially if earnings are solid. We get a little sell-off. That doesn't make too much sense into the lower part of this channel. That would be interesting. So I like CrowdStrike here. Pretty beaten up. Obviously not nearly as beaten up as Oracle, but I'm eyeing it up here as earnings are right around the corner. And AXP is another one that I want to cover, guys. American Express. which this one's been, uptrending for months. The chart looks phenomenal. Warren Buffett loves this company. It's in his top 5. I think it's actually a top 3 holding now for Berkshire. So AXP, you can pretty much stamp it that we're going back towards the top of this channel. Obviously, it's not guaranteed, but man, this is like the cleanest chart I've seen in a while in this market that we're in. AXP just hit 375, 380. Now we're down to about 350, and that's after we hit 335. We consolidated for a couple of days. We're slowly trickling up here, bouncing off the bottom of the channel. So I like it, man. I think AXP at this point, if it cleanly breaks through 355 through these moving averages, I think we're going, like I said, back to the top of the channel. I think it's, pretty as safe as it gets. Obviously, it's not 100% safe. It's the stock market, guys. Hello. But the chart looks very good, does it not? I mean, hey, it looks phenomenal. A little oversold. So I like this as I like it as a continuation play, right? That's the way I'm looking at it. So that's AXP. IBM is the 4th stock on the list. And by the way, guys, shameless plug here. If you like the way I break down charts, if you want to keep up with our Discord chat, we post all of the chart breakdowns. We chat in the main chat all the time throughout the week. And if you want to keep up with my portfolio updates, literally I post every single investment trade I make in that portfolio. It's all on Patreon. It's linked down below, also pinned in the comments, or go to stassurfest.com/Patreon. Shameless plug, guys. Easy as that if you want to be a part of the community a bit further. So IBM is stock 4, which is oversold, right? It's a little oversold, or else it wouldn't be in this video. We hit 325, pulled down to about 288. That was a nice 11-12% pullback, and now we're continuing the uptrend, right? We're now confirming a pop as of Friday. We're not fully breaking out, though, but we are seeing signs of that. And I think, all right, if this could break out of, let's say, $300 a share, mark is that we're above $300. Boom, let's set that alert. If we could take that out, also take out the highs from, the end of June, which happened to be $300, I think we're going to end up seeing a nice move on IBM, maybe back towards 315, 320, 325. So I like the way it's, consolidating and actually popping a bit after the pullback. Now let's see if it just breaks through these moving averages and the highs back from June. If so, yeah, this could be a runner, guys. IBM. And last but not least, Intuit. Intuit just reported earnings. I just realized. Let's see what they did quickly. EPS 334, that beat the 309 expected. Sales 3.88 billion versus 3.76, so double beat out of Intuit. Let's see anything else. Guidance-wise, the guidance looks pretty good. Looks like they affirmed their guidance for the full year, and you can see the chart. It's been consolidating. The stock was at 813 back in the end of the summer, or right around actually the middle of the summer, July, August. So we hit 813, saw a big drawdown, and we've been consolidating now for about 3 months at about 650. We've been holding that steady. So I like that, especially after these earnings that just came out. They were good. They reaffirmed, guidance, right? So now I'm just waiting for the break. It's literally just a patience game. I'm going to set my alert at 680. If Intuit could actually start breaking through this resistance from the last 3 months, 680, 700, right? I think this could be a nice continuation play. And when in doubt, zoom out. If you look at this 3-year chart on Intuit, it looks really good, Looks really good. We just have to break through $680, $700 a share. That's been resistance now, actually close to 2 years. We actually broke through and got to 813, like I said, but all of 2024, we were struggling to break 650 to 700, 680, 700. So we're there again. We're struggling to break through that again, and I'm telling you, if we break through that, ultimately, I think this could really push towards 750, 800 again, maybe higher. So yeah, take that for what you will, guys. Do your own research. As always, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. these are just my ideas, right? Charts I'm looking at for trades this upcoming week, and really for the coming weeks. These are all for swing trades, right? So let me know your thoughts. Hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. Again, join the Patreon if you want to keep up with my portfolio updates, the Discord, plus more. All of that's linked down below, also pinned in the comments. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Have a great rest of your weekend. I'll see you in the next video.